Brenda or CJ? Who will be evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 4 house? Find out now on Big Brother Cheesecake 4 Office Wars. Hello, I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 4 Office Wars. It's day 58 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week Brazil was the head of household. She nominated Brenda and CJ for eviction, but Curtis won the golden power veto and chose not to use it, which means in just moments, Brenda or CJ will be evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 4 house and become the second member of the jury, joining Rai Rai. Who will it be? We'll find out shortly. But first, house guest tomorrow, for the last time this season, we are playing Prank or No Prank. And I can't believe it's already the last week of play. It's just, this season has just flown by. It's gone so ridiculously fast. And so yeah, there are 2 remaining Jell-O cups, lemon and strawberry. There is a No Prank on the board, and there is the Pooh Brown Power Veto remaining. We are playing tomorrow in zones. We have Zone 1 is Lindsay and Marcin, because they have not been picked to play yet this season. Then Zone 2 is Kat and either Brenda or CJ, whoever survives tonight's vote. And then Zone 3, the Zone 2 people, they're house guests who said yes in the first place. And then Zone 3 are the house guests who said no in the first place, which are Brazil, Curtis, and Nick. So, and Lindsay has prank protection, which means she can choose freely, and in the event she chooses Pooh Brown Veto, her name she will just be taken out of play. So yeah, all 7 remaining house guests have until 10 p.m. tonight to privately message me whether or not they are accepting the temptation to play Prank or No Prank, and whether they are choosing lemon or strawberry. In the event, now in this week it's slightly different, in the event that 2 or more house guests say yes, but let's say 2 people both choose lemon, the first person gets lemon and the second person automatically gets strawberry, because it is ultimately random luck. Nobody truly knows what's there. And I just want to make it clear, because somebody brought to my attention, well, if Lindsay has prank protection and she doesn't get the Pooh Brown, doesn't that give everybody behind her a disadvantage? No, because in the event Lindsay picks the Pooh Brown Power Veto, she's simply removed from the draw, regardless of whether she chose, well, obviously she would have chosen the one that has the Pooh Brown. And in the event she chooses the good one, she chose the good one just like anybody else would have, so it's still fair that if you also choose that same one, you get the reverse of it, because that works both ways. So it does not, I don't think it reduces the odds for anybody. Yeah, I don't think so. So, yeah. So you have until 10 p.m. tonight to privately message me whether or not you're playing, and it will be interesting. I'm hopeful, just to keep it interesting, that at least 2 of the 7 of you say yes, but it is a 50-50 chance of getting Pooh Brown, so I'm predicting, depending on who wins HOH, I'm hopeful I'm going to get 2. I'm hopeful. Yeah. Okay. Now it's time to get to the live eviction. Brenda, CJ, your house guests have voted, and I have the results. And when I reveal the result, the evicted house guest will have about 15 minutes to say her goodbyes and gather her belongings before I kick you the fuck out of the Facebook group chat. Okay, here we go. By a vote of 4-1, Brenda, you are evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 4 house. Brenda, it's me, Michael. I don't fire people, I hire people. I inspire people. But in this case, Jan, that washed up warlock, she's making me do this. So, Brenda, You're fired. I hope we can still be friends! You got about 15 minutes to say your goodbyes before I kick you the fuck out of the Facebook group chat. Thanks for playing. Better luck next time. Brenda, I want to thank you for not quitting because I had 3 people do it in season 1 and 1 person in season 2, Donnie. And a lot of house guests thought you were done, and I want to thank you for sticking it out because, you came at that point 51 days, and I think you should be very proud of the fact that you not only came back, but you fought hard for veto, you fought hard for head of household this week, which we'll get to in a second, and you apparently were fighting and campaigning to get votes, and, I appreciate that. So you fought to the bitter end, and now, years from now, you can look back at this experience and say, you know what, I didn't quit, I gave it my all, and I was just evicted. And I think that says a lot. Unfortunately, on the other hand, I do think you were in a very good position to make Final 2 if your outburst and then 24 hours out of the house didn't happen. I think a lot of people would have taken you very, very deep into this game. But that's life. I think in the end, it worked out. And because you didn't quit, you get to keep your spot in the jury house, which means you and Rai will have lots to talk about this week, and you will have a vote, one of the 7 votes, on who should win Big Brother Cheesecake for Office Wars, and I know Brenda's just itching to vote for Curtis. Okay, now it's time to get to the Head of Household competition. Free from the threat of eviction, the Head of Household wins the perks of his or her private HOH bedroom and bathroom, a fruit basket with Arby's, a letter from home, and the responsibility of nominating 2 of his or her fellow house guests for eviction. Brazil, normally as outgoing head of household, would not be eligible to compete, but because of the hullabaloo that happened last week, I did promise her that she could compete if Brenda was evicted, and that did happen. So everybody's competing. The competition is, of course, the Big Brother winner's choice. Chantel from season 3 is back, and all the house guests had to publicly campaign for the honor of being the next head of household. And it was very interesting and also very long, so bear with me. Is everybody ready to begin? Okay, let's begin. First up was Kat. Queen Chantel, I'm not shy, so I'll go first with my plea. I would like the honor of your winner selection as HOH because there's work to be done, specifically boys to be nominated. These boys have been sitting pretty in the shadows all season, and I want them to come out and play with us more. I love you, men. You're adorable. You're charming as fuck, but for all these reasons, you gotta be nominated. And that's my plea. Okay, next up was Brazil. I'm Brazil. Ring, ring. Hey, Chantel, Aka, Will II. I would like to ask that you consider me for head of household this week. I know I'm currently ho, but I would love another week to prove myself without needing to target a power and play. I've played an honest game and made quite a few sacrifices to get to this point. I'd love to show what other tricks I have up my sleeve and provide reality realness with 2 and 3 S's with the good content it deserves. Zilly over and out. Hashtag Brazil 2020. Hashtag love you mean it. Hashtag good night. Then Nick started typing. You know how it shows, Nick is typing. And he was typing. And he was typing. And after like half an hour. Hey Chantel, I hope the house isn't too messy since you were here last. I know how much this game means to you and know you won't take this responsibility lightly. We know how important loyalty is to both of us. I want to win this head of household to continue playing the loyal and social game that I have been so far. I know you'd hate to see a predictable week next week, CJ being evicted, and if I win HOH, CJ would be safe in my department. We go surfboarding all the time. We would see people scramble and a big play might just have to be made. I'd like nothing more than for me to make that power move. It is time. Curtis doesn't need us throwing him another win and inflating that ego further. Brazil and Kat just had a week of comfort and safety, and it's time for someone else. Marston would probably forget to even nominate people due to being so busy with his babies. Brenda would be the first evicted house guest to ever become HOH, and Andrew wouldn't know what to do. Oh, her second choice would have just been head of household. CJ would probably use her emerald veto again on herself and make it a random draw out of confusion under pressure. Lindsay would be too nice and probably offer herself to be up on the block for feeling guilty, and chaos would ensue. Nick would be open to all angles and evict his biggest threat. He would gun hard for Vito to secure the nail in the coffin for his target, and then we'd all go surfing. Nick has been a secret assassin in the shadows for most of this game. It's time to see what he can really do. I can also dance on a surfboard. You were the queen last season, moving her pawns around to get to the end. Now it's time for the queen to recognize the would-be winner of season 4 and to crown him king. Thank you for your time and consideration. Okay, and then Kat decided to refute that by saying, it's interesting that you think we were all your pawns and yourself the assassin, because this entire game you were in fact consistently a major pawn to the Alliance in power. Apart from week 1, you were never in charge and always voted with the majority. Please elaborate, how exactly were we your pawns? I think you're mixing up two references. Chantal has her pawns, I'm an assassin. Yes, I am Cat Sassin, as you once named me. You alluded that you were the king of pawns to Chantal's queen with your phrasing. Let me ask you then, who exactly did you assassinate? Lisa? Every person I voted for, including your ride or die in this game. I let the house decide on Lisa, and as both her and Jack needed to go, and I agreed that Jack was potentially a bigger mole candidate than Lisa was. I've consistently voted out the people I've caught in lies and protected those who've been loyal to me. I've only lied to liars in this game, and only after they've been exposed. I hope that clears things up. Not really. I remember you volunteering your vote whenever you were asked. Nothing wrong with that. Safety is important. I adore you. This is no lie. You're charming, fun, sweet, and always full of encouraging comfort. There's just one problem. You play that exact same tune with everyone, especially the girls. I know this as we've compared notes. We each adore Nick. But Nick is loyal to himself, Marson, Kat, Curtis, 3 of a week 1 alliance, and I for one am not here to be 4th. This is why, Chantal, if I am HOH, I will split this loyal trio up. I'm not here to be 4th. I'm not here to just sit pretty. I adore you too, Kat. You're funny, kind, a fighter, and always around to chat game. It's just that you're never specific and rarely say what you actually mean. Me and the girls know this as we've chatted and compared notes. I've never made a final 3 with anyone in this game, but you made one with me. It wasn't real. I haven't promised anything to the people that I'm working with that I didn't mean. Surf's up. There was 1 or 2 more messages between Kat and Nick where the discussion was whether or not it was sort of a boys versus girls situation, and Kat made it clear that it's become boys versus girls, not by her design. And they just went back and forth on that. But let's move on. And then Kat posted a gif of her, like this woman with a fan by her vagina because it's like scorching hot, and I'm just like, it's not that hot. Anyway, moving forward, we have Lindsay. Oh, this will be fun. Hi, I'm Lindsay. Dear Chantal, the reigning queen of Big Brother Cheesecake, you hold all the power today, but before you leave, I would like to pass you the power into the future queen of Big Brother Cheesecake, because let's face it, no one is going to keep the house as nice as you did. My play is quite simple. I believe I'm the only house guest so far to use my HOH power to make a bold and controversial move. I admit I was caught off guard this week I was nominated, but rather than giving up, I used that read to rally support. When I went from ranks to riches in one short week, I didn't forget where I came from. I started loyal to those who were loyal to me and nominated those who were threats to me. I can promise that if you select me as HOH this week, it will not be quite or particularly just as my last HOH song. If you select me as HOH this week, you will have another week of nail-biting conversational reality realists, and I will all prove Nick wrong and not to be nice at all. I did very little coming in this game and used to be loving people. Honestly, and listening to get as far as I did. I managed to beat Andrew's version of 8th place, and if you choose me for HOH, I can be safe here, and then we can make Andrew's premium more run. Let's face it, we just like to prove bigger the run. Yes, yours is the future queen of Big Brother Cheesecake. Okay. Marson says, I know that we can't do too much to sway you because, as we all know, Ryan made the gun and the bullets already, and we are only in it for the ride. However, if you happen to want to go against the pre-planned grade, I would love to be the next HOH. I have not been HOH yet, and I would really love some more Monopoly pieces. As you know, you can't win Monopoly with just utilities. Yes, I can turn off your water and power, but I'm still homeless in the world of Monopoly. Andrew says that the yellow properties are cursed, but let me be the one to break the curse. We're getting close to the end, and I would love to be able to leave a mark as the next HOH. Okay, we move forward with... Brenda was evicted, so I'm not going to read her entire plea. Oh, I can't... What happened here? Oh, there it comes. I won't read it all. I'll just read the bottom half. So, well, I'll just read parts of it. This game has been a roller coaster ride for me. I've run a game of emotions during my time here. I realized that me wanting to quit is unfavorable for me in many ways. When I started the final 5 lines that I felt it might struggle because of my personality type. The little bit of power that I have in my possession, the Ruby Power Veto, is how I've tried to convince people that it's worthwhile keeping me here another week to make a big game move. And what I'm most proud of about this week is that everybody I pitched to you and everything I've done without anybody's help. Just Brenda's simple mind putting it out there. I really do need more self-confidence, and that's what I found this week. So for that, I'm glad I stayed in this game. I'm happy I played the game, and I love meeting every single one of you people online. My hope is that we can all meet in person one day, Chantel. I want to thank you for the times I reached out to you and took the time to chat with me. Much appreciated. Okay. One house guest left, and that was an interesting one. It was Curtis. So Curtis posted a 7-minute YouTube video, and then he also typed it out verbatim. And after he typed it out, and Curtis said somewhere, oh no, I lost it. For those who rather read or don't want to watch the video in my ugly mug more than once. I don't think you're ugly, Curtis. So let's see. So Curtis typed out his plea. It was a 7-minute YouTube video, and I was going to put the YouTube video in this episode. But then at the end, Curtis says, "There's no way Andrew reads mine in his video tomorrow." And Kat says, "Don't give him the challenge." Literally every single time somebody puts something out there in the universe, Kat says, "Don't put that out there in the universe." And then, of course, they do. So, like, Dick said that Jackson would win season 21. Or Jackson doesn't have a chance of winning season 21. And Kat's like, "No, don't put that out there in the universe." Dick says that Big Brother Canada 8 was going to be cancelled because of coronavirus. "No, don't put that out there in the universe." And it happens. So, you put it out in the universe, so I'm going to read most of it. Okay, here we go. "Hey Chantal, it's me, Curtis, from South Africa. Good luck with your decision today. Firstly, I want to commend you with how you handled that interview with Ryan. I enjoyed playing the game with him and he has some good qualities, but oh my god. I thought you did an incredible job of telling him what kind of game person he seems like without getting frustrated, even with all the interruptions, so thank you for that. Now, I don't want to rely on the fact that I'm your last draft pick. I wouldn't expect you to pick me because of that. If anything, I believe it creates an extra hurdle for me that the other house guests don't have in this competition. Everybody in this game should know by now that I'm a classic rambler, so welcome to your first official rambling experience with me. Also, I was saving a lot of this for my final 2 speech, however I'm target number 1 for most people in this house, so want to take my shot now and lay it all out. I've won 3 head of households and 1 veto, none of them completely on my own. Why stop the trend now? I lost my game dad Ryan to all the gaming for me, who did all my gaming for me, so now it's time for my game mom to step in. Regardless of how I've won comps this season, I've had to be responsible for a lot of blood in this house. However, I still feel relatively clean to this point. Thanks, Ryan. Any of the comps I won could have been thrown to anyone, but it was by design that I stood up every time and volunteered to have the power. Everyone in this house has been scared from day 1 to hold power. All claiming to be secret assassins and making guns and bullets and blah blah blah. Nick took out Lisa. Ooh, what a gamer. Kat took out Jack. Ooh. I've had half my warehouse since week 3 and protected my son Mawson all season long, with quite a bit of heat on me. Second sidebar, I have a much better chance of breaking the yellow Monopoly piece curse, so please don't waste it on Mawson. Ryan took out, oh that's right, nobody, lol, we all knew Ashley was the mole. What a challenging week to have power, almighty Ryan. Double eviction time. Again, I gladly take the power, and yes, it was a group effort thanks to the Day 1 alliance known as the Lightning Bolt crew. Brandon was coming for me because he couldn't get Ryan, so I needed him out big time, and why not let Ryan take the heat for me? Megan was Ryan's doing, I'll give him that. I wanted her and Lindsay to stay. I was working well with them, but I had the final 5 in MNBC, loyal, both of them since day one, to protect as well. I made sure both groups were always on the same page, so I was working my ass off behind the scenes from the beginning. Megan and Lindsay were just a little late to the party, unfortunately. Plus, I didn't plan on Andrew rigging Brandon and CJ Powers that week. Just kidding, Andrew. Was not rigged. Julie and Curtis seems to be a trend amongst the St. Michael's College School people because Renmal did the same thing in season 1. It's not rigged. Brandon and CJ won those powers fair and square. Either way, I nominated 4 people, and so while my kill count was only 4 by week 6, I forever turned CJ against me, and Lindsay came right back the next week and nominated me against Ryan. If you recall in her speech, I was her target to start. Ryan thinks he lost it after the veto, but he lost in week 1 when I started building my relationship with Nick and even Lindsay to some extent. I admit I screwed up that veto comp to save myself. 86 will haunt me forever, but my work to save myself starting long before that comp even happened. You say you appreciate game strategy and loyalty. I've been playing this game since before day 1, building solid relationships that were and still genuine. My strategy has brought me to the final 7. Helped me build solid relationships with everyone in the house. And it's also set me up with some good Monopoly pieces and a resume fit for a cheesecake winner. So please pick me as the head of household, Chantel, and let's get this head of household winner picking the winner of the whole season thing back on track. Thanks for your time. LOL. Okay, I didn't read all of that, but I read most. And I think it's now finally time to reveal Chantel's choice. There was some more discussion around midnight, but it was more sort of... But oh, sorry, Kat did put in a poem, which I have to read. Sorry, one more thing. Kat's poem. The Loyal and Hairy First HOH, a poem by Kat. It's also Jack in the Hat. No. Whose HOH is that? I think I know. Its owner is quite angry, though. She was crossed like a dark potato. I watch her pace, I cry hello. She gives her HOH a shake and screams I made a bad mistake. The only sounds that break, of distant waves and birds awake. The HOH is loyal, hairy, and deep, but she has promises to keep. Tormented with nightmares, she never sleeps. Revenge is a promise a girl should keep. She rises from her cursed bed with thoughts of violence in her head. A flash of rage and she sees red. Without a pause, I turned and fled. Chantel, this poem is how I feel about my first head of household week 3 evicting a bus driver. Or you can go with this second poem. Roses are red, violets are blue. Watch out, boys, I'm coming for you. That poem, what happened in week 3 was that Kat did not want to be head of household at all in the election. And she made it clear to her alliance, I don't want to be head of household. And of course, Rai, puppet master. Actually, I think you would be a great head of household, Kat. I told the entire house to vote for you, so you're head of household. And she was so angry that Ryan basically gave her the head of household. But you know what, Kat? You should thank Rai because Ashley was campaigning hard to win that election, and she came in second place with, I think, 3 or 4 votes. And Ashley told me at the time, this was before Ryan had his promotion, he would have put up, or she would have put up Kat and Rai. So he may have saved you there. But anyway. Okay. Let's now get to the results. So Chantel had until 10 p.m. to privately message me her choice. She said she wasn't sure, she was struggling, so I extended it to midnight. We had a discussion about it. We both originally thought the same person should win. And by the way, I didn't tell her that. She asked me and I just said, this is who I think, right off the bat. And she said, yep, that was my same person. But, of course, as the day went on, that sort of changed. So we had one person in mind right away. I still don't know what she chose because midnight was her deadline. It is now almost 2 a.m. So you know what, Chantel? I am going to call you on Facebook, whatever this is called, Facebook video dealy. And, I have to switch browsers. Son of a, I'll just do it on my phone. Hold on a second. So for the first time ever, we're just going to call her, let's see if I can do this. Plan B. Yeah, she still hasn't messaged me. So, I'm now calling Chantel. Why is it not working? There we go. I hope this doesn't distort my mouth. Watch her not answer now. She didn't. How dare she? I'm going to take her head of household away. Or her... Listen, lady. Oh, she's typing now. Was that on purpose? Yes! Yes, it was on purpose. Let's try again. Oh, for the love of God.
Hello?
You are live on Big Brother Cheesecake 4 Office Wars.
What are you doing?
Do you see me?
Oh shit, sorry, my volume was off. Yeah, you. What's up?
You are live on Big Brother Cheesecake 4 Office Wars because your deadline has passed 2 hours ago. You look fine, relax. I know you were working on a video for me, but too late.
Ready?
Too late for that. Oh, I mean, you can send me the video if you want, or you can just say it live on the show. It's up to you.
Thing?
Oh, was it another, like, Pope's speech?
Yes.
What's with you and the long speeches? We just need a name.
No, I went through my reasoning to why for everybody.
Oh. Okay, do you want to go through it one by one?
Well, okay, I can do it.
Okay.
So, what? Huh? So, CJ, you didn't offer a plea, so I did not award you head of household. Then, who else do I have? So, Catherine, as much as, like, you know, I appreciate your power and your, you know, pointing your fingers and really demanding what you're going to do, I felt as though the boys versus girls thing wasn't really something that I was excited to see, even though I appreciated how bold you were with your plea and how you were interacting with the house guests. Marcin, you did not win any head of households yet on your own, and I felt that you'd probably feel more gratified if you won it on your own. So I did not award it to you, and I'm sorry that you're not going to have any properties other than the railroads. Boo.
Utilities.
You know what I mean, utilities. You got what I'm saying. Brazil, great pitch, but you just had head of household, and generally you don't win back-to-back HOHs. It's just not part of the game, so I felt that we just saw your reign and that we didn't need to see it again, so I want to shake it up a little bit. Brenda, you came in guns blazing, which I loved, of course. I just felt that it might have been a little bit too little too late. I wish I'd seen that kind of fire from you last week in order for me to have felt comfortable with giving it to you this week. And then with the final three, so we have Nick, Lindsay, and Curtis. The three of you gave me my favorite pitches for sure, my favorite pleas. Before Curtis put his plea into the hat, I felt that I knew exactly who I was going to give it to. And then Curtis had an amazing speech. He decided to look and notice at, like, you know, I love videos, I love creativity, I love, you know, people laying out their games there. I love passion and excitement for the game. Also, Nick, you know, your pitch was quite cute. You know, you appealed to those things like strategy and humor. That's things that I like for sure. And Lindsay, you're the only person so far that's really shaking things up in the game. And so, Curtis, as much as I really loved your pitch, I felt that you've had a lot of things handed to you in this game, and I didn't want to hand you another thing in this game, even though you are the final person on my team. I really wanted to give it to you, but I felt as though Lindsay was the person in the middle that could do the most stirring things up. She was going to be the most dynamic. She was going to do something more than than I felt that you other two guys were going to do. So Nick and Curtis, I felt I had an idea of what your play would be. I felt that Lindsay was going to be the most interesting person to have head of household this week. So with that, Lindsay, you are the new head of household.
Congratulations, Lindsay. You are the new head of household. That was the person I was referring to in the episode because we had sort of 3 guys on this side, 2 girls on that side. Lindsay was kind of in the middle, and Lindsay's proven that she's willing to make a big move, that she put up Ryan and Curtis. She was the HOH that evicted Ryan, and that was the person I was thinking, and I did not, just can you clarify, because I know there's going to be the conspiracy theorist, that I was not, thank you, that I didn't put that in your head.
Honestly, I felt that I was going to give it to Lindsay, like, with just with what was going on in the house, even before the pleas, that's kind of how I was thinking. And then I felt that some good pleas came in, and I thought those final three pleas, like the Nick, Lindsay, and Curtis, really had the best ones. And I was most interested to see what their weeks were going to be looking like. But Lindsay, the most, basically. I was most interested in what Lindsay had to offer. So I'm excited.
Yay! I'm excited too. So, Chantel, is there anything else you want to say on the air? By the way, I liked Blair St. Clair, by the way. I know this is totally unrelated. I liked her performance. So what if she's an average karaoke singer? It was fine. Have you heard me sing karaoke? Come on, I liked it.
I come from an art school background, so I hold to a really high standard in the arts. I'm sorry.
What?
I love Lynn. She's my number one pick, so of course I'm going to be rooting for her. But I just felt that maybe she needs to change up her style of music, that she could shine a little bit better. But with this game, I was so happy to be in the house. I thought it was really fun. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much as I did, but it was a really fun addition. So thanks for having me, Andrew.
You are so welcome. And that actually reminds me, I totally forgot to read out. There was a fight afterwards between Brenda and Curtis. So I have to actually go back and edit that in. But
Why don't we just talk about it now?
Sure. Should I read it out? Okay, hold on.
Do it. There's no rules, right?
Yeah, whatever. Okay, hold on. Let me find it.
I kind of talked about it slightly, and am I actually on camera? I can't even tell what's great.
Yes, but you're very small, so don't worry.
Okay.
But you look fine.
Thanks.
I mean, you look great. That's what I mean.
I wish you just told me that you were just do it live. I would have been like, fine.
Yeah, we could have done it on Zoom. Oh well, too late now.
It doesn't matter if it's Zoom. Just told me before you're calling me.
I'm surprised that you did. I have to sort of amp myself up if like somebody's going to call me for like a live video chat, and you just went right into it. I was impressed.
Thanks.
Where is it? What time was it at? Do you remember?
It wasn't too far back. It won't be that many. It won't be that much.
Okay, I'm almost there. So,
As you can cut this part out.
yes. So Brenda says, should I do it in the voice? I know you hate the voices.
Yeah, I have to.
That don't impress me much. Mansplain much, please. You lack self-confidence. You shoulder okay? Give yourself another pat on the back then. Did your homework, huh? You're that kid in class that totally fucking annoys everyone. Teacher's pet is what is called in my day. Marson, you are his asswipe. You must realize this now. And it went on, and you work in the insurance industry. I know your type of personality. Controlling, overbearing, manipulative. You think you have it in the bag on just saying that maybe you shouldn't be so sure of yourself quite yet. Easy stereotype to play up. I could have denied a guy $30,000 claim yesterday because he was delivering food without telling us. But I worked my ass off and got him coverage, so be careful painting everyone with the same brush. I was just a tiny fly on the wall in MNBC. Your choice, we tried to include you in everything we discussed. I have the worst experience ever when I have breast cancer dealing with an insurance company, but you've never asked me why I feel that way. Well, I'm genuinely sorry to hear that. Because of a personal experience, and you really don't take the time to get to know people as well as you think. Just like you've never asked me what kind of insurance adjuster I am. So stop over-explaining your shit and be more genuine. It's an online game with strangers. I'm a stranger who I thought we were friends. I tried to get to know people the best I can. You need to do some work, buddy. You're a young man and you still have some life skills to learn. Just because you didn't feel I was genuine doesn't make it true. I agreed on your last point for sure. My girlfriend is doing her best with me every day. I don't know how your girlfriend fucking puts up with you. Me either. Wow.
I mean, when I was reading it, I was like, oh, like in the moment, I was like, I'm just gonna let the
So anyway, is there anything else you'd like to discuss before I
What do
let
you
you
want
go?
to discuss? You never, yeah, you asked me something.
Well, I haven't seen you since January, which is so sad.
You don't even see me now because all I can see is your computer.
You see me now?
Hi. Yes. In the flesh.
Hold on. I don't know how they're.
My, where is it? I think I have it here somewhere. My gift certificate that like
Oh.
whoever season and me, we should all just go and just like have the cast party be ballin' at Cheesecake Factory.
Yes, that's a good idea. I
And
like
that'd
it.
be fun.
Yeah.
I don't like cheesecake, so it'd just be tequila, margaritas.
That's a lot of tequila.
Drink it all.
Oh, that would be so much fun. I can't wait. I just can't wait for life to go back to normal, you know?
It's never going back to normal, honey. But to be back to not how it is right now, yes.
Yes. That's what I mean. Yeah. Oh, I know.
And, well, actually, I'll just ask on air if we're still talking. You haven't edited it out yet. But Brenda, obviously, you're welcome to come and chat with us on Reality Realness on Wednesday or Thursday, whichever day you prefer. So get in touch with us and let us know, or we'll call you.
Oh, while we're on the air, what happened with Chad and Chad and Charlene? I hope people saw the look on your face. Because I said that there was going to be a referendum that if they want to be on All Stars, they can prove themselves on Reality Realness.
Absolutely. And so Charlene was chatting with me a little bit, and she said, like, she's like, oh, I'm free Thursday, Friday. I don't know what Chad's schedule is. Ask him. And I was like, well, can you figure out with him a time that would be decent for you both? And she's like, no. Basically, she said, no, like, ask him. I believe that Jonathan asked him, and he said that he wanted to do it, or you did. I can't remember. And then we never followed up.
Well, I mean, if they want to be on on All Stars, then it's kind of their job to follow up, right?
Well, exactly. Like, I was kind of like, well, what are we really going to talk about? I don't really necessarily want to see them yell at each other. Like, I was going to have a separate episode for them. But we didn't really fully follow up, and they didn't fully seem to be wanting to make it happen. So we just didn't force it.
Yeah. Well, that's fair.
I mean, if they want to come on, we are pretty much always available. So if they can figure out a time where they both can be on camera at the same time for 20 minutes, we are more than willing to accommodate that. So.
Okay. You heard it here, folks.
Real deal. Figure it out, and we'll put you on.
Is there anything else you want to say while we're live?
Like live?
Well, I know. You know what I mean. Live to tape. I still can't believe you sat through that Big Brother Canada 8 premiere. I can't go to the premieres. It's like 4 hours of torture.
I love them, and obviously, like, I know Arissa, so I feel like, a proud mom or sister, like, in the audience, be like, oh, like, I remember when she was little, so, and I work on film and television sets all the time, so sitting around for 15 hours a day is pretty normal, so, and I work on an airline as well, so you sit for 6 hours each way, usually, so I'm kind of used to it, and I'm not as tall as you.
Sorry?
I'm not as tall as you.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Long legs would be really tight and stiff.
Yeah. It sure
no,
is.
I would actually, maybe you'd want to join us. Because I'm considering doing a Reality Realness, because it's been rumored that there's going to be an All-Star season, so maybe our picks for who we think should be on an All-Star season for season 22.
Nobody is the answer. Yes to doing Realness, but I mean, since the last All-Stars, I mean, it's slim pickings.
True, but we could still go back and maybe try Danielle again. We can try, if Dr. Will do it, maybe he'll come on again. I don't know. We could get some interesting people.
But
I would see Brittany again.
But I mean, if you look at the 4 people that came back from season 18, and then Paul, and like they haven't. I don't see a lot of good players coming back. I'm really worried there's going to be Paul, Frankie Grande. I
But
know.
maybe Zach.
Apparently, Dick tweeted today that CBS hates Zach. I don't know if that's true or not, but generally speaking, Dick is not really wrong with that kind of stuff. So,
Yikes.
yeah. Oh, and then
What?
and something Dick has talked about a lot, which is a fair point. Apparently, when you I don't know how the contracts work and whatnot, but a lot of the Big Brother alumni have gone on the challenge. And so
Yes.
the question is, will CBS want those house guests back? Because some of them are candidates that I like. I would put what's her name? Oh, season 20 winner. Um,
Oh,
wow.
Casey.
Yeah, I would have Casey back. But I don't know if she would or could.
I think that this has become all their jobs, right? And so I
Yeah.
think that they would say yes to that opportunity, especially since we've been in quarantine and they haven't been able to do any other stuff. So, because like the next season of the challenge would have already left to go filming by this point, and so if she was planning on doing that, that got postponed for sure. So I wouldn't be surprised if she said yes to going on and for a chance another 500 grand.
True. Okay.
Like, who would say no?
I know. But I mean, do you think that the people who were on the challenge would be asked?
I would say maybe not. Maybe they're no longer property of CBS. I know that Rob and Cass was, I don't know if it was a joke or not, was kind of saying that she feels that she should get a casting credit for like the challenge because like, so many of her casting choices are on their show now. So I don't know if that's because their contract is done with CBS and that they can now go over to MTV. And I don't know if they sign like a 4-season deal or something with MTV. So it might be gray area right now. But as long as they don't ask Holly back, I'm happy.
Oh, I agree. Can't stand Polly.
On yet or no?
Sorry?
You watch the challenge?
I don't, but because you and the amazing Michelle Nash are doing the recaps, I might actually watch this season and then watch with the recaps back.
I mean, the challenge is really awesome. Like, I know sometimes we're like, oh, these people, oh, this person, or whatever, but, like, I've been watching it since I was in high school. Like, I watch all the Real World, all the Road Rules, and then the Real World Road Rules Challenge. Like, I watch them all in real time, and I just love all the, like, I've just grown up with these people, so, like, I have, like, a soft spot for the challenge, and it's just, like, I don't know, it's a little bit different than Big Brother, it's a little bit different than all of them, and I really like it. It's a little bit more kids, like, they go to the bar, and they get drunk, and, like, I don't know, it's just different, a different beast.
Yeah, as soon as this season is like Big Brother Cheesecake is over and I have like time, I think I am going to rewatch, or I'm going to start watching. I'll start with this past season just because then I have the recaps to go along with it.
Fair.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that maybe you should start at like season 30.
Okay.
Maybe, or just start from my brother started from the beginning.
Okay, I could. Is it on YouTube?
A lot, but the beginning you just understand where we're coming from so much better.
Okay. Is it on YouTube?
I'll see if I can find you a resource. I think that Lucas had a resource of at least all the survivors. So maybe he has it for the challenge as well. He had like a Google Doc of like all the links.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Sorry, I just outed him.
No.
It doesn't get him in trouble.
It's all good. Yeah. So is there anything else? I'm still taping, by the way.
This is going to be like an app. In case you're bored, you can listen to this conversation.
Is there anything else you want to say for the viewers?
What else do I want to say? Well, actually, I want to know how many weeks are left. Like 4 weeks. That's it, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's insane.
I know. It flew by. Flew by.
Yeah, the first week of July, I guess it's going to be. Now, I know that you're enjoying the season, but Do you have any favorites? Like, you don't have to name them, obviously, but like, are you excited by what's going on?
Oh, I'm very excited. And I think of the 4 seasons, this one has the biggest question mark as to who's going to win at this point. I was very certain in season 3 that if JoJo didn't stumble at the end, he would likely have the votes. And if JoJo did stumble at the end, then it was you. So there was no doubt in my mind it was one of you. And then in season 2, even though I didn't know who was going to win, it was crystal clear that if Ashley and Chanel can win their way to the end, that Chanel would likely win, which she did. And if Ashley and Chanel lost a compound at some point, then Rob would have won. So, and season one, Jeffrey had the thing from the very beginning. That was just, he was insane. Which I would love for you. I'm hopeful that he will return for All Stars. And if you return, I mean, the winners are guaranteed to qualify. So you, Chanel, and Jeffrey will be asked. So at some point, be prepared for the invitation. And it will be a riot to see him play again.
And would it be in October?
Haven't decided for sure, because if Big Brother US happens, I'm hoping that, I mean, it would be nice if all the puzzle pieces fit and Big Brother US starts like right after, and then when it ends, I can have Cheesecake right to end before Canada, hopefully. Or Christmas, depending.
So, okay, it's either going to be earlier than October or, like, after May? Ooh.
No, if Big Brother US goes into the fall, which it might, depending on when they start, then it would go later. So when I mean later, I mean like November or December, and we'd have to unfortunately go through Christmas, but I'll work around that and hopefully have it end before Canada.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I know you. I know you're going to say yes. I just know.
I don't know. When you're on the top, you don't want to fall to the bottom.
Okay, that's a good point, because Sandra has always been the type on Survivor where she just says yes every single time. But I know there's a lot of people who, if they had won twice, would have said, you know what, I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. So I get that part of it too. I mean, it would suck to go from a winner to like a very, very early evictee. So I get that part of it. But at the same time, if Kevin and Eitan, doesn't matter how many times they ask me, I'm always going to say yes. So it's just...
I mean, I definitely would have to think about it, but I'd say I'm more on the side of yes than no, but there's still a no in me.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else you want to say to the viewers?
That's it. So do you still want my video that I labored over?
It's up to you. It's up to you. I mean, no, I'm gonna use your live decision, but if you feel like sending it, I'm sure.
It wasn't clunky, was it? It was all right?
No, the internet connection was great on this phone. I don't know what's wrong with JoJo's phone.
JoJo and phone is... Did you watch the last thing that we did for Drag Race? His phone died. No, my internet died, and then his computer died, and his phone... I know, it was this big mess, but it's all caught on tape.
He's in the final 2 in Sequester, and his audio is cutting in and out. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I haven't watched it yet. Did you enjoy Sequester?
Yes. Yes. It's honestly, that's, I think, a game that's fun to play, but to watch is difficult.
Well, okay. I mean, I've watched the live Sequester games before, and they're obviously interesting. But you have to just remember that it's not Big Brother. If you want to be Big Brother, it's just not the same thing.
Yeah.
But watching Sequester, if you want to be really enjoy it with people that you know. The one they did a couple weeks ago with survivors, it was really fun to watch because you were rooting for people, you knew who they were, their personalities already, and they're all gamers wanting to win. So that was a really fun one to watch, and just like clicking around to different rooms and like, oh, I want to hear this person strategizing, oh, I want to hear that person strategizing. It was a little bit more fun than a bunch of strangers and you knew only JoJo. So that one would be probably a good one to watch. And do you listen to Rob Has a Podcast?
Yes.
So Rob Has a Podcast had one. So Rob was there. Like all the people that podcast for him were all playing, and that was another really good one. And they handled all the twists that Audrey threw at them really well. So it was fun to watch them strategize, and I found it was really, really entertaining. So if you want to check out the mini version and enjoy it more, I would suggest watching it with people that you know a little bit and that you can root for their strategies.
Okay. Sounds good.
That's it. Okay. Everybody watch Sequester. It's fun.
Alrighty.
And that could be interesting, maybe, to have your own little cheesecake Sequester mini and have Audrey host it. That could be cool.
Ooh. That's an idea. Okay.
Just something fun, like a reunion, or it might be the end of all reunions because we might hate each other at the end. Who knows?
Yeah. No, that's definitely a good idea. I'll think about it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We're just rambling.
So, Lindsay, you have until 10 p.m. tomorrow night to privately message me your 2 nominees and a reason why. And tomorrow, we will be playing Prank or No Prank for the final time this season. What will happen? Will anybody get the Pooh Brown Power Veto? We'll have to find out tomorrow. Friday is Lindsay's nominations, and we pick players. For the last time, we picked players for the Golden Power Veto competition. Saturday is the Golden Power Veto rules, and a special, first time in Big Brother Cheesecake history, a luxury competition. Ooh! And no. But good guess. And Sunday, Golden Power Veto results. Monday, Golden Power Veto ceremony. Tuesday, the final 2 nominees plead their case. And Wednesday, week from tonight, another house guest will be evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 4 house, fired from Dunder Mifflin, lose their shot at the $400 Cheesecake Factory gift card, and join Rai Rai and Brenda in the jury house. Yeah. Okay, well, it's lovely chatting with you.
You too. Thanks for having me.
See you soon. Alrighty.
Bye.
Bye.